second supportive housing winner is SECU Lakeside Reserve in Wilmington. In 2006, the federal government closed the Adrian B. Rhodes Armed Forces Reserve Center, mandating that the site be used for homeless services. 13 years later, SECU Lakeside Reserve has fulfilled that promise with 40 affordable supportive housing units for chronically homeless adults with disabilities, including seniors and veterans. Developed by Good Shepherd Center with support from the SECU Foundation and the City of Wilmington, the development's coastal cottage feel fits seamlessly into the surrounding community. The architectural culture of Wilmington is reflected in the window design, roof lines and gables, and brick, shingle, and lap siding. The buildings are energy efficient and use materials that reduce maintenance expenses and better endure severe weather. The first phase of the community is a single building, Abrams Hall, with 16 one-bedroom units that offer a kitchen, bathroom, living room, bedroom, and storage areas. Residents share a community room with a full kitchen and computers, a TV room, and laundry facilities. Phase 2 consists of 6 buildings with 4 one-bedroom apartments in each. Residents can securely access their buildings from a central breezeway in each building. Each apartment features ample windows for natural lighting, an open floor plan for the kitchen and living areas, a private bedroom and full bath, and storage areas. The community includes beautiful landscaping with outdoor seating areas and is near public recreational facilities and Greenfield Lake with its surrounding 4.5-mile walking path. Within 2 miles is downtown Wilmington, with medical facilities, employment and other public services, and grocery stores.
So we intentionally set out to have a higher veteran population here, particularly since we do have a bridge housing program that works specifically with homeless veterans. So we have a special relationship with the Veterans Administration, and a real want to help the veterans community. So, but those guys come with their own struggles, very unique to the veterans population. When you talk about maybe some disabilities that not everyone sees up front, could be a younger veteran, but struggling with PTSD and some mental health issues. And then some of our older veterans, different disabilities that they're struggling with, but they're a unique population to work with, and I think more importantly that they've been brought to permanent supportive housing is that they have access to case management. So that provides another level of supportive services that they wouldn't get in another apartment complex. It's helping meet their goals and making sure that somebody's keeping at least a little bit of tabs on them and kind of pointing them in the right direction where they need to. And then there's another aspect of the veterans population, which I think we're around 40% here as far as that population goes. They look out for each other really well. So having a larger population of them helps too, because they band together.
Good Shepherd Center staff provide on-site case management and supportive services such as transportation and counseling to residents. No more than 30% of residents' income is charged for rent in an area where the rent averages $1,000 per month. This allows residents to afford other necessities such as food and medication.
All of our residents are chronically homeless adults with a disability, physical, mental, or otherwise. Many of them haven't had a home in a long time. Some of them came through Good Shepherd, through our shelter, and then were elevated to moving here. Some of them came through our Sergeant Eugene Ashley Center, which is our transitional and permanent supportive housing for homeless veterans. Some of them came through other referrals. So they have all been chronically homeless, and many of them were taking advantage of Good Shepherd services before finding Lakeside. They are all thriving here. We still have some of the original 16 here, and as you'll see, they are all very, very grateful for the opportunity to have this place to call home. It's affordable housing as it could be, should be, and is.
Lakeside Reserve is a true product of public-private partnership. In addition to local, state, and federal funding, including funding from the North Carolina Housing Trust Fund, The development was made possible by a grant from the SECU Foundation, as well as a large capital campaign. The result is a community that has enabled some of Wilmington's most vulnerable citizens to move from homelessness to housing stability. These include residents whose housing crisis was brought on by last year's Hurricane Florence.
It's quiet. I ain't got sick any time. And the doctor said I'm doing real good, because when I was at the shelter, I used to get sick a whole lot because I couldn't hardly breathe. But now I'm breathing more better and feeling a whole lot better. Well, I thank God for what they did for us, because a lot of people still out there ain't got nowhere to go. And it's a blessing to us. They did this for us, because a lot of people don't have no, still ain't got no houses, they ain't got nowhere to go. And people looking for houses and staying in the shelter, because the shelter's so full that nobody got nowhere to stay.
The hurricane displaced my mother and I. We lived in the Glen and we were displaced. So we were looking for an apartment and mother fell and broke her hip. So she's in a nursing home and I was homeless and staying over at the Good Shepherd home. And this came available and I beat 2 or 3 people up to get it. It's so convenient. My doctor's only about 3 or 4 blocks away. Grocery store is just up the block from that, and the gas stations are up there, the drugstore's up there, my prescriptions. So it's really convenient for me.
I was living in an apartment complex across from UNCW, and the storm came through. They shut the whole apartment complex down because of mold. So I lived in a hotel room for about 2.5 months. Then I tried a couple of rooming houses, didn't quite work out. So I ended up at the Good Shepherd. Was there for just a brief minute, and they took me into the Ashley house. And from there, I'm here. I've been on my own since I was 17. I've never been homeless. So that was a new experience for me. I lost everything. As I said, I went from here to there, to here to there, to here to there. And it was a new experience for me because I'd never had to deal with anything like that. So Lakeside Reserve has been a godsend. I feel like I'm getting back to normal, so. I finally feel that I can get back to where I was before the storm. For about almost a year there, I was like a fish out of water pretty much. But now I'm grounded, I'm rooted, I'm happy again, so. I am currently waiting for my disability to come through from the VA. And once that happens, I really want to work with special needs kids, at-risk youth, something I've always loved to do. I volunteered for the Special Olympics quite a few times, so that's kind of what I'm looking forward to doing next.
Receiving plaques are Good Shepherd Center, SECU Foundation, and the City of Wilmington.